Hey gang, it's Jesse, and we are back looking at another deal. This one is actually a little bit different than the kind of deals we normally look at. This is not necessarily a full business acquisition. This is a what I call a joint venture development deal. And this here is a property that we actually own free and clear. The deadline we've had it for I think probably about 30 years. So there's no debt on it. We bought it as a house and rezoned it commercial, and we used to. Family used to use it. My dad used to use it to do his checkups for his patient before he went to the hospital, and that's where he do his initial analysis as a urologist. Down here is just down the street here is you can see there's actually a medical building that was put together a few years ago. That's kind of what we're looking at, maybe some sort of structure like this, but this is a mixed-use building, so you can see that all the buildings up here, they're all commercially owned by different doctors, and so there's 5 floors of doctors. This is where doctor will come see their patients. Then they can sell their prescriptions on the bottom here and fulfill all the medical needs they have after coming out of an appointment. And so that's that. So that kind of shows you the kind of what we can do in this area, because once the zoning requirements have kind of already been cracked, then you can usually build a similar structure on the same. It's easy to get zoning approval to build a structure that's high. Like I said, this is zoned commercial, so we do have a current zoning on this building to put a structure like that on here. Over here is a law firm that has one of our acquisition lawyers in there. Really top-notch, top-shelf acquisition lawyer in there. And then beside it is M&P. It says McAlpine & Co. That got acquired by a major law firm in Canada called MMP. I think they're the 4th or 5th biggest law firm in Canada now, if I'm not mistaken. They're in Aqua Street like crazy. Over here is an engineering firm, and just down that street is the previous dry cleaner we're looking at potentially acquiring. And what we're looking to do over here is I'm just going to take you in here, is where our property goes right up until to this line over here. So right in the middle there is where our property line goes, where the fence cuts off, and then we have the house over there, and that's the building back there. So what we're looking to do is, if we can, this is a mate of mine's parking lot here that owns this parking lot here, and hasn't really done anything with it. I don't know what price we're asking for. We have talked about making an offer, structuring a joint venture, where we just take our parcels of land, put that into an SPV or into some sort of limited company, and allow a developer that has a number of experience to go to the bank and finance the development of a project like that. And what that does, it mitigates the risk for the developer. It improves the value of the land, improves the value of our property, and allows us to create more value for the community. So what we're thinking about is, one of the major demands is assisted living or senior living facilities is one of the major demands in this area. And over there you can see that this is a 1-level senior living facility. Over here we have a park, right, that we have like concerts in the summertime and stuff like that. We actually have, on this front part, we'll have farmers markets in the summertime, so you get lots of people coming in. This kind of a centralized hub for medical and professional and a number of different professional services for the surrounding areas. I know, about an hour away, we have a port, which is the fastest transmission port to China. And then about a half an hour this way, we have another $40 billion LNG facility being built, that initially was built to send liquefied natural gas to China, because we have a deep water port there. And then now, given the war in Ukraine, it's going to be used partially to service some of the, talk about twinning the pipeline to service some of the European countries to help them get off the bad oil, liquefied natural gas and oil. I think we know what's going on there. And so, so what we do in this partnership is we would, if we were able to get this parcel now, we build a bigger structure on here. If we can get a joint venture, we build a structure on here, whether it be a senior facility or a hotel. We did have we talked to Marriott about putting a hotel on here at one point in time with the developers. We did have a bit of troubles getting this bit of land secured, and anyways, and even if still, if we don't get that parcel land, we can still work on this property here, which is already zoned commercial as I said before, and put a structure like is on that building over there on top of the land. So we'd be fine to put something like that on there, if we can get the parking necessary. We also have the city that will allow us to put parking here or extend this parking if we were to develop this area and the city wants walking traffic to come back this direction. So the way joint venture development works is you partner with a developer. If you have some sort of free and clear land, which is basically just equity kind of lying around, especially if it's not highest and best use, you can actually partner with somebody that has a skill set to build on it and split the profit. So it would definitely be structured towards an exit, which means we'd sell it or we'd exit to an operator that wants to operate that facility, a professional that wants to operate that facility, and split up the cash flow or split the profits if we choose to sell. So that's the joint venture development model we're working on right now, and I will see you at the next location. Hey, Facebook, stop recording.